Good afternoon. My name's Tom with Heartland RV. I'll be doing your video this afternoon and giving you some pointers on what to look for, what to take care of on your brand new Torque. First of all, we'll talk about the roof. Your roof is a solid membrane, front to back, side to side, except for where things come up through it, such as your air conditioners and your vents. And at the front, there's a seal all the way across the front of the cap, and there's one all the way across the back, and everything that comes up through the roof has Dicor sealant on it. Dicor is a brand name. They make a lot of things for campers. They make this sealant that's non-silicone. Do not use any silicone on that membrane. It will eat through it. Your awning is in right now. It's been a little windy here. When it's windy or raining, a stormy situation, make sure you bring your awning in. It's not meant for that type of weather. It's sunshade only. So if it's stormy or at night, bring it in. You never know if a storm's going to come up in the middle of the night. So we'll do a walk around the outside. We'll start up here. Once you get off of your tow vehicle and you've leveled up your unit on one side or the other tires, whichever is the low side, and then you will also level it up with your tongue jack out here. Then you can put your stabilizers down, and your stabilizers are electric. You just hit the extension and they will come down to the ground and stabilize your unit. You have one set here and one set in the back, and you just want to snug them against the ground. You do not want to try to lift with them. They are not jacks, they are just stabilizers. You have your storage area here, and your hitch work is in there that you can evidently haven't put on the vehicle after we delivered it to you. You do have a battery disconnect here, and it's on right now. It needs to be on when you're towing in order to charge your batteries. It also needs to be on when you're hooked up to shore power to keep the batteries charged up as well. In the front, you do have a jack. You just hit the extension. You can extend it up or retract down. It does have a light to work by. Behind that are your LP tanks. Your LP tanks are both full. They're both on right now. And there's a small indicator here. Should be green, showing that there's gas in the tank. This indicates we're drawing from this tank first. Once this tank runs dry, there'll be a red flag come up in your regulator, and it'll let you know you're out of gas. Then you can switch over here, turn this one on, and know that you have a backup. Right now they're both on, but they'll both be off when we ship it to you. And also, it's a good idea to just camp with one on at a time. That way you'll never run out of gas. Behind that's your deep cycle marine battery. If you want to check the cells every 4 to 5 months, make sure water's staying over the plates. If it's at or below the plates, just add some distilled water and you'll keep it in good shape. This is the area where you can put a generator in. It's pre-wired for that. So if you wish to put a generator in, this is where you'll do it. So we come on around, come to your water heater. Your unit's been winterized, so the water heater has been drained. And the anti rod is also, the plug for the water heater has been taken out, and this is the way you'll find it. When you get ready to winterize it or de-winterize it, you'll put this back in, and after you run all the antifreeze out of your lines, then you can fill the tank with fresh water, and you'll need to turn the valves on the back of the water heater to the opposite position they are now, so you can fill it up. Your city water connection is here. You want to get a pressure regulator for that. You'll put that pressure regulator at the source, not up here, and that way you'll keep from blowing lines inside. Your pressure regulator is set at 55 pounds. Here is your satellite cable hookup on these two, and then your 50 amp is here, and all that cable is yours, and we're hooked into 50 amps. So when you're hooked into 50 amps, you can run 2 air conditioners at a time. If you're only plugged into 30 amps, which you do have an adapter in your unit that will fit at the end of your cable to allow you to go to 30 amps if you're not on a 50 amp. If you're only on 30 amps, you can only run 1 AC at a time. Your fuel dispenser is here for your gas toys, and of course the gas bill is there. Your ladder is attached to the side of your unit, and it will extend out. When you pull the pins, you can pull it down and have access to your roof. Your toy hauler gate is here. It's easy to operate with one person, but it's always a good idea to have 2 in this spring assistant. It's set up now, so if you opened it up, it would be a patio. The cables inside would stop it from coming all the way down. The rear entry into your garage here. You do have outdoor speakers. They are water resistant, not waterproof. Do not spray directly into them when you're washing it. They will take rainwater and you washing the unit down. Located here is where you put your onboard water if you're not hooked up to city water. Your onboard water has an onboard pump that it is a demand pump. Once you turn any water on, it will run, pump the water out of the tank, and then once you shut that faucet off, or it will stop running. Next to that is a black tank flush. Your black tank flush you can use to flush out your black tank once you've dumped your sewer and your gray water. If it shows there's something in the tank, it means there's something stuck on the sensors. If that's the case, you want to make sure that you've hooked your dump hose up, it's in a dump, that the black is open. Then you can hook a hose up to this and flush out your black tank. This is your heater exit, exhaust, and it's a good idea to get a screen for that to keep mud daubers and little varmints out. We go inside. Nice bright cabin. First thing you want to come to is your power panel over here. You push the buttons, it shows your battery's fully charged, but we're plugged in, so it is charging. Fresh tank is empty, black and grays are empty. Switches for water, your water pump is here. Of course we don't want to turn that on, because if we do, it's just going to run, there's no water in the tank. You'll only turn that water pump on if you're not on city water. Next to that, your water heater button is for LP only. Your electric button is in the lower left hand corner of the water heater outside. You have light switches here for your cabin, and then also your cap lights turn on and off here, your porch light, and then your slides and your awning extension are both here. Your radio, FM, AM, is up here. You do have different speakers you can turn off and on. And we're going to turn it down a little bit. So come on through. We'll go up to the bedroom first. Basically, you have lights reading lights over the bed, top of the bed. You also have storage under the bed. Light switch in the doorway. This couch breaks in or makes into a bed or a couch by simply moving the strap, letting it down, using the legs, and rolling the back up for a couch. Since it's been winterized, we're not going to be able to run any water. There's already pink in the system. The gas range, you have a light switch here. It will turn blue lights on your range. Once you turn to light one of the burners, it'll turn red. And then when it's turned red, gas is coming out. So you want to make sure you hit the sparker as soon as you turn the valve. You do have also, you can light your oven by pushing it in and turning the clicker. Will also light your pilot. You want to travel with the glass top down. You do have a fan and light over the cooktop, as well as your microwave here. Your refrigerator is gas or electric. To turn it on, it's inside the freezer. We've turned it on as long as you're plugged into electric, and when you turn it on, it's automatically going to choose electric. If the park loses electric, it will automatically, in this position, switch to gas. We're going to turn it off. It is cold. Your bathroom has a light switch, fan on, off, and you can open the vents here as well, because the ceilings are kind of high. Nice vanity. Your toilet flushes with the foot pedal down here. If you press slightly, again, it's winterized, so you're not going to be able to hear this or see it. If you push slightly until water's running in, but the valve's still open, the valve being inside, it will fill the bowl to the depth that you wish to have, like it is at home. And then once you've used it, you'll push the pedal all the way down, and it will flush it. That's also where you're going to put your black tank chemicals. You want to use, you can use any black tank chemicals. You can use the packets, you can use liquid, and they both work as well as the other. Nice shower. And door into the back room, or your toy hauler. The toy hauler thermostat is here, and in order to use it, you simply keep pushing the button. It will turn the AC on back here. The heat is turned on with the thermostat up front. Right now we are showing the two couches down, and they can be made into a bed by simply flipping the back of the couches over, and there makes the bed. The other bed is hanging up here, and it's a drone. It's not motorized. You have to lift this bed up to disengage it, and when you do, you can pull these pins on all four corners, and that will allow it to come down with the lower bed. It will stop, the upper bed will stop when it hits these plates in the rail, and then you can bring the beds on down. Like I said, the cables on each side are set up now, so if you lowered the back door, it would make a patio. Once it makes a patio, then you can move these screens out and make the surround on the outside. It's a nice cabin, a nice extra area that you can carry your bikes or whatever else you're going to bring in. If we come back out in the cabin, we want to thank you for buying your unit from Holman. If you have any questions once you viewed this on YouTube, don't hesitate to call. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you again, and happy camping.